Download them all. Johnny Rocket, who's got the Maniac 2, I think you can get it on Indiegogo.
Amazing.
Very funny stuff. Corgan's the artist. Check that out. Or maybe it's Fun Mike. No, I think it's Indiegogo. Let me see. And this zip thing doesn't work. They like to make it look like it's normal.
Right.
Double-clicking the zip, but it doesn't interact with anything. The Maniac. Indiegogo. Let's see if that works. No, it didn't. No, I don't want the Maniac with a C. I want the Maniac by Johnny Rocket. Yes, the Uninvited. Is that the one? Maybe? I don't know. Look for the Maniac.
That's the one.
This is the one? This is he has a second one, though.
Oh.
The Maniac 2 by Johnny, I think. Maniac 2. Johnny Rocket. Yeah, there it is. The Uninvited Part 2. What's it at? It has been... Oh, $2,000. Okay, that needs to be higher. That's got to be $10,000.
Get in there, everybody.
God, you got to go back. The Maniac 2. You get a website, so you can just go to that. But the Maniac 2 Uninvited. Maniac 2 Uninvited. Part 2. There you go. Maniac 2 Uninvited Part 2. Let's listen to what Maddox did for Thanksgiving. Should be good and normal now that he's gone to a psychiatrist and he has a dog and stuff. Should be doing totally normal stuff. He's got a lot of friends. He's like the epitome of Friendsgiving. So let's see what he was up to.
Hello, losers. It's been a while. Sorry, I've been too busy wanting to give you peasants a peek into my kick-ass life, but it was a holiday. I am thankful I have so much to brag about, so I'm sharing another wonderful tale about my life. Listen up to the time I saved Thanksgiving. You numbskulls would have fucked it up were you in my shoes.
Wow.
Damn.
Pretty exciting. Okay. Save Thanksgiving. Let's hear it.
Okay, so the Maddox clan had Thanksgiving at Mama Maddox's house. She's on new medication that makes driving difficult, so we didn't have to wrangle her from the casino. Unfortunately, my brother is now trying to make it as a professional wrestler. Every TV in the house is playing the best of John Cena and some of Chris Benoit's matches. Yes, Chris Benoit is the wrestler that murdered his family and then killed himself with a Bowflex. And yes, we are scared of my brother eventually, Chris Benoit, ting us. But what's immediately annoying about my brother's new psychosis is he broke every table in the house the night before Thanksgiving. He used a deer carcass as a dummy and slammed it through each fucking table while I was buying the Thanksgiving bird.
Okay. His brother's Benoit, Chris Benoit.
So for our Thanksgiving feast, we didn't have a normal table. We had a pool table. Now, I know what you're thinking. A pool table can work as a dinner table in a pinch. That's true. But this isn't a normal pool table. It's a toy one meant for kids. We have to kneel to use it. Not a huge deal. Only one chair survived my brother's furniture massacre anyway. I insisted my date get to use that chair. Yes, that's right. There's a woman in my life. Jealous. Her name is Lilith, and she's a great programmer. She managed to occupy my brother's insanity with a neat little 8-bit cartoon thingy she made on Linux. Okay. I've told her I know the Smiling Friends guys. I need to figure out how to make that lie a truth. I bet one of them read my book. That's basically being friends with someone. Get ready for me in season 4, guys.
Oh, yeah, that would be fucking hilarious.
With Mama Maddox passed out and my brother distracted, I went to prepare the Thanksgiving bird. I've been saying bird because it's not a turkey. Only idiots and racist pilgrims like turkey. I got a kick-ass mega chicken for our holiday bash. It comes pre-prepared with the manliest hot sauce. Unfortunately, I have been having insane diarrhea lately. Before I could get the bird out of the garage fridge, I absolutely flooded my pants with shit. I even got it in my shoes somehow. I stripped and placed my doo-doo clothes in a neat pile. I planned on dealing with it later because I wanted to get the bird in the oven ASAP. Unfortunately, I slipped on some of my mess and dropped the bird into my pile of shame. Now you idiots are probably thinking, okay, I would just drive to the store and get whatever bird I could. Like, that's stupid. How am I gonna go into the grocery store with no pants? I'm not getting arrested for that again, idiot. I had to improvise. My brother's wrestling persona is the Cake Man. His gimmick is to assault wrestlers on their birthday with cake. He hasn't been signed by anyone, so he's been doing what I generously describe as stalking and throwing cake at wrestlers while they're doing errands before their birthday dinner or whatever. He practices throwing cake in the backyard, and because of that, there's a slaughter of fat crows there 24/7. They're really slow and sleepy because of the diabetes or whatever. So it was really easy to grab 9 of them. I broke their necks, plucked their feathers, and stitched them together. I did a pretty darn good job. You'd never know it wasn't a fucked up chicken.
Okay. Eating crow for Thanksgiving?
My only clothes were the Cuck the Chef apron because my brother borrowed all the other clothes I brought to practice fire wrestling. This apparently was a part of the table smashing I described earlier. My brother survived. My clothes did not. To save face, I pretended I was doing it basically naked like the Indians before they invented call centers. Okay, so the Frankenstein crow fit perfectly on the children's pool table, mostly because Mama Maddox neglected to make anything else. Before we could dig in, we placed my father's military uniform at the head of the table, as is tradition. We thanked him for his service. Then we gave him 20 salutes, one for each POW that died so he could escape and meet my mom.
I forgot he was dead.
Jesus.
You had the uniform at the head of the table. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay.
I want this whole thing animated. Fucking.
I think his real life brother is more fucked up than this, though. Maddox's real life brother, I think, is more fucked up than the guy doing power slams into the Thanksgiving table.
I love the concept of him like doing the salute so hard he leaves like a little like couple fingers of like a dent in his head each time.
Okay.
It was a pretty good holiday thanks to yours truly. For some reason, we all got sick. Also, my brother slept with Lilith, but still, it was one of the better Maddox clan holidays. All thanks to me, the real Maddox. By the way, I heard you guys slandering me about that sweet porn star party I attended. I want to clarify something to you incels, that yes, I did arrive first without my friends who actually knew the heroic sex workers that were gracious enough to host that party. However, I arrived first because all my friends were black. But I will admit to one blunder. I did show up to the porn stars party naked. Now, be honest, wouldn't you assume it's like a nudist beach? How am I the asshole? Come on. It could happen to anybody.
Could happen to anybody.
It was a pretty good... my only clothes were the Cuck the Chef apron because my brother borrowed all the other clothes I brought to practice fire wrestling. This apparently was a part of the table smashing I described earlier.
Yeah.
My brother survived. My clothes did not. To save face, I pretended I was doing a bit basically naked like the Indians before they invented call centers.
Right.
Okay, so the Frankenstein crow fit perfectly on the children's pool table, mostly because Mama Maddox neglected to make anything else.
Right.
Before we could dig in, we placed my father's military uniform at the head of the table, as is tradition. We thanked him for his service. Then we gave him 20 salutes, one for each POW that died so he could escape and meet my mom. It was a pretty good...
God damn.
Nah, it's over today. That's it.
That's it.
I can't do...
No, everything else would have fried your shit.
Yeah,
That was it.
I can't do...
Hey, Dick. Hey, Johnny.
I gotta stop.
I'm calling on Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving. Remember when you guys talked about that Nerf glove
I hate to ask.
and how you